I'll take off the helmet like we're in space, like we have that. Well, do not disturb, please. What happened at the hospital? Well, I finally made it an idea to end up walking to the hospital because for the past so many years I've been sick with heavy amounts of anxiety and fairly reasonable to now heavy nausea, and currently feeling the same way even out of the hospital. Honestly, the whole reason to go to the hospital was to sleep, because I think I was there for 1 or 2 days, and I slept most of the time. Now, people were asking me, yes, about my blood. They took my blood, and I said on stream that it came back, and then didn't give an answer. Well, it came back nothing. I don't have any illnesses. I don't have any cancers, diabetes. I don't have any of that. So at least that's good. But the main point that they were trying to make was that I have been telling my mother and telling other people around me that I've been wanting to kill myself. But I told the people, even at the doctors, and with my mom as well, that all my shit talk stops at action. And they asked me, do you still feel like killing yourself every 4 to 6 hours, or every time that I wanted to wake up or did wake up? Do you still want to do that? I said, well, no, because they had me on this loopy ass drugs that didn't make me feel bad. And I guess it'd be nice to have those, but obviously we need more prescription pills that are for everyone. But yeah, they kept asking me, do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? And then finally, the big boss came in, the woman, and she had her board out, and she says, once again, do you still feel like killing yourself? And I had to stop her and say, I came in here saying it all stops at action. I don't know why you're still trying to say, or still trying to even make me slip up and say yes or something like that. Because in the start, like when I walked in, and let me tell you, it took a good 10 to 20 minutes to get through one double door and then the second double door, because if those things are closing and I can't get out, I went bananas. And the time that I did have a panic attack, we'll talk about that later, but I sat on the blue bed. It's not really a bed, but more of like a hospital bed that can move you around. And I told her, like, all my shit talk stops at action. And I think at one point one of them said, what does that mean? And, well, basically, when you're in school, or let's say you're in a COD lobby, and one of the kids says, I'm gonna F your mother. Now, is that kid going to F my mother? No. That shit talk stops at action. And that's been my whole situation this entire time. That's hand God truth. That's 100% truth. So, basically, because I didn't want to do anything worse to myself, they were not going to send me to another hospital where I could get fixed. That's apparently what I am being told so far. Because I did not want to kill myself. I have to most likely stay with this anxiety and this nausea forever. Now, I am not going to say that that is permanent. It's not going to always be that way. But it is definitely looking that way. So, that definitely is a bit of a pain. But let's go into the anxiety attack. Now, I told them that I needed some fresh air. And at this time, I don't recall hearing, "You are not free to leave." So I start walking outside, and I start walking like I was in room number 7. I remember everything. I mean, this place was so traumatic. I remember everything. I was asleep most of the time, but when something doesn't feel right, or I know something is not going to work out, I can remember, like, if I'm ever kidnapped, do not let me see anything. I will remember your entire house. I'll remember every little trap door you have. You will fail. You will get arrested. It's not going to go well. I'll remember everything about you. I remember some of the lady's face. I remember this fat ass. I remember his fucking face. And one thing I have to note here is that a lot of people in that hospital just looked like bums. I don't know, like, how many years you need to be in this hospital, but it's like can I do it? Like, that's the vibe I was getting off this hospital, is that these doctors are like assistant teachers, if you know what I mean. They're like, can I do doctor shit? So I'm gonna stay at this hospital for a little bit, because that's the vibe it was given off. There was a lot of unhealthy people, and then a lot of healthy people, but they were I guess you don't need to be strong because you're not looking to defend yourself in a hospital, but in the moment. Anyway, so I'm in room number 7. There is a person. So if the door is right here, right on the outside to the left, there's a person on a standing keyboard mount thing, whatever the hell, lazy as fuck, right? So he's on a mount thing, and he's there. He gets up, whatever the hell, and I start walking out, and all I hear is, "Get him," or something like that. It was something, and no. Okay, so I start walking out, and the lady that I recognized before, she started to grab my arm. She started to grab my arm and pull me back. I said, in my head, I'm like, what is going on here? I did this. I did that. Worst mistake anybody could make in their fucking lives. I don't know how many security guards it was that was on my neck, on my back, twisting my legs, twisting my arms behind me. I don't know how many it was, but it was the most scary, traumatic goddamn thing I've ever been through in my fucking life, okay? I mean, if it was a part of a movie scene, it would be rated R, because it was just, stop, please God, stop. Oh my God, stop. I was yelling for my mother because she was there too. Mom, please, what's happening? Please, what's happening? Because while this is happening, I'm drugged. I'm looped. I'm on a sleepy pill. I'm on this. They shot 2 things. They shot 2 things in this arm. They have an IV in this arm. I'm loopy as I don't know what the fuck is going on, and I'm getting tied down. One hand to this side. If there's a bed behind me, right? One hand to this side. One hand to this side, and straps on the other side of my legs. Can't move at all. And I'm like that for 30 minutes. But, you know, I'm going to talk about something here that I don't really think I'd ever get into as well. If there is a God out there, and because the night that I walked I did pray that you would give me strength or some fucking motivation to get me there. Thank you. But if you were the one who did it, thank you. Apparently if you're Jewish, you also just believe in Jesus, so the word Jewish doesn't really mean anything at all. I don't know what that's about. But thank you to those gods if you helped out as well. Because in those 30 minutes of me being tied up and me realizing BDSM is not what I'm into, honestly, I kept composure really well. Not in the start, but the point of me not being able to be in the passenger seat of a driving car, and then think about being car sick, and you don't like someone driving you in a car. Now imagine being tied up like this and you can't move at all. That's what it was like. But throughout the time, my mom came around. She gave me a phone charger, all this stuff. I actually did a live stream. If you were there in the live stream of me in the hospital. Hi. I honestly don't remember even doing a live stream. Anybody that look at Mama Moss was here? My mom took a bunch of photos. One of the photos, I have my hands behind my head like this sleeping. Looks photoshopped as fuck. It looks photoshopped a lot. But yeah, let me put this back to a wide lens and get back to a little tiny outro. And that's been my story, I guess. So yeah, let's get to it. But yeah, at the end of the night, we had that woman come in, the big old boss, who was the final answer to everyone's answer. And no, I wasn't going to kill myself. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Just a little story time, I guess. I don't have a lot of these stories. Who did stories? I think it was Kid Behind a Camera did like Story Saturday or like it was Weigh-In Wednesday. And something Saturday, I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, blood. Peace, blood. Oh, by the way, I also came up, if I ever get the chance to go to VidCon and you see me, that is so cool. If anyone remembers this vlog, I'll only do this handshake in a couple hundred vlogs, right? My handshake idea is like this, like a birdie, and then a dap. I think it's a dap or a dab. I don't know what it is. Birdie, dap into a pew, little gun. I think that'd be cool. 1, 2, 3, dap, pew. And you can do whatever pew. You can do whatever pew you want, but it'd be cool like this, dap, pew. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. I don't know. I've been, what time is it? All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.